Working parents face a difficult juggling act when sending their kids back to school. Some have suggested a change to the school hours that would help. So it has us exploring why school and work hours are so different. Here's our Why Guy.
For working parents, it's a delicate balancing act. Work demands one schedule while the kids operate on a different timetable. A study by the Center for American Progress suggests millions of dollars in productivity could be saved if school hours and work hours were more closely aligned. So we're exploring why school and work hours are so different. Educators tell me while they're sympathetic to working parents, schedules are done with the focus on learning. The president of the Georgia Association of Educators tells me keeping young children at school until 5 o'clock would tire those students and make it difficult for them to learn. Keeping older students in class until 5 would mean pushing after-school activities to later in the day, meaning some wouldn't get home until 7 or 8 at night. There's also the issue of bus schedules. Typically, school systems don't have enough buses or drivers to get everyone to school and back at the same time. Fitting every student into a 9-to-5 schedule would mean spending more money on transportation, which would mean taking money away from the classroom. School systems have before and after school programs to accommodate working parents. It's also worth noting that many parents don't work a traditional 9-to-5 day. Changing school hours to accommodate everyone would be impossible.
All right, Back to School continues next week, and we're constantly updating the Morning Rush tab on the 11 Alive app with all of our coverage. On Monday, we're sitting down with Clayton County School Superintendent about recovering from losing accreditation back in 2008, so stay tuned for that.